my name's Romy. Cassidy baby is very interested as she sits on my bed. And this here is little Squeak's cage. And I can sit, hello, hi. It's nearly a year since I got little Squeaky. I did originally get 2 mice, but unfortunately Pip died in February. But I thought to celebrate a year of having my little baby, I would share little Squeak's 5 favourite things to do. Investigating. So there are a lot of things I really love about having a pet mouse, but we're going to disregard them today because over this past year I have picked up a little list of things that Squeak really loves. So without further ado, this is Squeak's 5 favourite things to do. Number 1, getting her cage freshly cleaned. So when I take little Squeaky out of her cage and give it a full clean and give her fresh bedding and make sure everything's clean and shiny and sparkling new, she spends about the first 15 minutes to half an hour once she's been put back in there just exploring, and it's so cute. She will just sniff everything and thoroughly enjoy kicking big piles of bedding out from around her cage. She just seems to really enjoy having a new fresh cage and seems to just explore it like it's brand new, which is very cute. Number 2, this tends to go along with the new cage, but every so often I give her either some sheets of toilet paper or a tissue, and Squeak, she adores anything papery. She can go for far, far longer than I would have imagined possible, going in and out of her house, pulling the tissue in, pulling it out, chewing it into little bits, pulling it in, pulling it out, going in around different entrances, and it's so sweet, and she just seems to love it so much. And then she'll get the first one settled, and then she'll kind of look around at the door like, Mummy, have you got any more for me? She takes so much time over making sure it goes into her bed the right way. It's very lovely. Number 3, I like to give her little blocks of wood or pieces of bark or sticks to chew on and to play with. She seems to really enjoy climbing up and down them if they're big enough. Sometimes I'll put them kind of pronged into her cage so she can run up and down them without them falling over. And she also loves destroying. She likes tearing it apart, she likes climbing over it. I like to think of the little pieces of wood and different things I put into her cage as being her own miniature jungle gym, and I hope that she thinks of it like that as well, and not just like, oh my gosh, why are you just adding more stuff to my bed? Mummy, please stop. Maybe that's why she destroys them. Number 4, and I would say this is arguably Squeak's favourite thing, sunflower seeds. Whenever I feed her, she will come up to the front of the cage and wait. She won't care about the food that's been put in until she's been given a sunflower seed, because I always give her 1 or 2 by hand, and she comes and takes them out of my fingers and we'll go off into a corner of her cage and munch off the shell, and it's so fascinating watching her eat her little sunflower seeds, and she loves it so much, and she'll usually like hunt around her cage to see if I'm going to give them to her from somewhere else, like I might have forgotten that I'd already given her 1 or 2. That noise is her in her wheel. And then if I haven't given her her food yet, or when she does go and look at it, she will see the sunflower seeds scattered through it, and she'll just take them and they will be the first thing to go. I don't think there's ever any sunflower seeds left by the next morning. She just stones in on them and they are gone. They are her absolute favourite. And Squeak's fifth favourite thing, this is also arguably her favourite, and it might be kind of obvious because she's been in it for the last 3 minutes, is her wheel. Depending on what room in the house you are in, you can just hear her. No matter if there are doors closed. Once she gets in that wheel, she'll be in it for she'll be in it for a long time, and it's quite noisy, and she just goes and goes and goes. I don't know, I'm quite surprised that a little mouse can run for that long, but she loves her wheel. I'm actually quite surprised she's in it at the moment because she's, oh thanks. I've got the wheel going, all Casty coughing. What are you doing? Because I would have thought she'd gone back to sleep by now, but she's quite active. So I find it quite funny that I can just hear, oh, there's a distant squeak. Oh, yep, that's squeaking her squeaky wheel. So those are my mouse Squeak's 5 favourite things. I cannot believe it's nearly been a year since I've had mice. I think I got them on like the 27th of April, so I've got a couple weeks to go, but it does not feel like that long at all. Squeak is a very vibrant, vivacious and very healthy little mouse, and I've so enjoyed getting to know her and getting to know Pip as well over this past year. It's been really surprising. Surprising is probably a really good word to describe it. There have been a lot of unexpected happenings, some good, some bad. But I am so glad that I decided to get mice and just experience this thing that I'd never experienced before. I absolutely love animals, and mice were just something I had never thought about, but it's been a really, really lovely experience, and I've got to know Squeak so well, and she's just a darling. Want to know another darling? This little girl. She's not as tiny as a little mouse, but she's so adorable. Aren't you, honey? What's the matter? Are you cold? And now it's time for me, Squeak, and Casta to go. Bye.